Good evening, everyone. I myself, Merlin Daniel. Thank you all for joining in for this free webinar. And I would like to request those who have not typed in your name as well as your college, please do it. So our session is going to start right now. I invite Daniel M. Abraham, founder of CWE, to start the session. Thank you all. Thank you all for joining in.
Thank you, Merlin. I hope you can hear me. Yeah, so greetings from CWE, and this is our second webinar that's going to happen today. And so, once again, welcoming you all to this webinar. So, with regard to the composition of this crowd, I know that this crowd is actually a very mixed crowd. Actually, the program that we are starting today is actually a starter of a series or a sequence of webinars that is coming. I will show you the details of our upcoming program. So this webinar is actually I conceived the idea of this webinar for the starters, for the UG students, but many requests came. So this is actually a mixed crowd. We have research scholars, we have postgraduates, we have UG students, PG students. So I know it's a lot. So I planned the session accordingly. So it will be for both the beginners and for the advanced. So kindly bear with me if I go to the basics, or for those who are beginners in the field of research, you will explore these terms or all these things in the coming sessions. Okay, so once again, greetings to all. Please stay till the completion of this session. We'll be discussing things towards the end. You have the opportunity to ask questions, and we are also planning to continue this initiative. Why? Because research is inevitable in the field, in the career of psychology. Okay, so without much intro, let me go straight into my presentation. So yeah. Yeah, okay, so uh, so this is our main initiative that I started right in 2019. Krakute is a one-stop solution for NET JRF Paper 1, Paper 2 Psychology, for PG entrance, SET Paper 1 and 2, for QET PG, GATE Psychology, and all the research aptitude and teaching aptitude exams like HSST, which used to happen in Kerala and all. And this year we started an additional program called Research Assistance Program. Okay, so Krakute has successfully placed more than 150 plus students in various universities, right from Delhi to Kerala, and we have students all over India. So, if you want to know more about our programs, please feel free to message us. We are ready to assist you in whatever academic needs you have. Okay, so so without much delay, let me go straight into today's presentation. I titled the presentation as Planning and Pursuing Psychology Research Project. And this is for both beginners and advanced. So I will be comparing, and I have given things which you can take if you're a beginner, and also you can just disregard some things because you all already know this stuff. And we have students from out of Kerala also, so that's why I took me English to converse with you. Okay, so let me show you a the series of webinars which is on the way. Actually, these are not just webinar. This will be practical workshop sessions for all those who are planning to join for our research assistance program called RAP. And this is the first session, and this is just an orientation, research orientation. Every month, last Friday or Saturday, we will have this RAP session. And on each session, we will prepare you, we will assist you, and we will give you the right guidance to produce quality research projects and manuscripts. So we are starting from the scrap, we are starting from the basics. So yeah, in between few are joining also. So our next session will be on the end of October, and that will be on reaching your research topic, how to frame a research topic. So we will practically give you ideas. We will have team discussions. Each one of you can present your idea. We will discuss about it. And next month we will give a time, we will have the timeline, we will have targets. And the next month we will have the session 3, that is on how to do a literature review. So we will give you the tools, software, whatever technical support we can have for those who have for those who attend these workshops. So that will be our session 3, how to do a literature review. Then on session 4 we will teach you how to learn about research methods and data collection techniques. And so you can go and collect data, and after that, then in the next session 5 we will have data analysis. We will give you assistance for both quantitative and qualitative research works. Session 6 will be on reporting and writing research, which is another important part. And towards the end of the 7th month, we will also give you an orientation towards how to publish and or present your work, whichever you are interested for. So this is our intention and a rationale behind this research assistance program called RAP. So I'm welcoming you all to register for this program, and we will get to know more about in the coming time. Okay, so and once again I'm reminding you, these are not just theory classes. It will be live workshop oriented classes. We will be assisted, and you will be given tools and techniques. And one more thing to add, this will not just promise you to produce a research project as such. Please uh, please think in that terms. We are not giving ready-made projects into anyone, so don't contact us for that purpose. We will assist you, we will guide you, that's all. Because the other thing, I know there are many guys who does it for a huge money. I consider it as unethical. We will assist you, you itself have to do the research, because research is what you have to do. So we are here as Krakote's faculties. We are here to assist you in this process. Okay. So what is in this content? What you can find in this content? So we will deal with 4 areas: why you should do research, where to start, how to publish, and what do we provide. Okay, so I think we already give a brief about what we provide in Krakotis. So in the beginning, let me tell you what research tells about doing research. So you will be more interested to do some research project in the future, or you will be happy to initiate this process. So these all these points I have taken from research works only, research results only. So the research tells that doing research will help you both in academic area and non-academic area. In academic area, which will help you to understand the research process, learn lab techniques, ability to analyze data, and all those things. I know many of you might have joined for this program because your syllabus tells you uh, produce a research project at the end of the semester, or it's a compulsory for you in your UG or PG, or you want to actually publish or present some research article. Okay, that's academic need of you. But on the other side, we also have non the research tells that non-cognitive abilities like exploring career directions, building transferable skills, and enhancing resume. This is something very important. Please note my words. You might all know, you might all have accounts in LinkedIn and all. So when you go to that, and when you see, everyone will check your resume. While checking your resume, your publication and presentation is very important. So do work in that area. Try to enhance your resume, because that will add credibility to you. That will add credibility for your resume, for as a career in, as you proceed with a career in psychology. This is very necessary. And so learning to defend your work, and which will the research works that you've done will always give you an upper hand where on wherever you go, whether may be for a job, for a research project, for your PhD, for any admissions in India and outside India. Research is something that is very valuable. So if someone in the Google form, someone was telling I'm planning to go abroad. So if you check the job prospects or the admission prospects of all the courses in psychology abroad, they will give the requirement of research projects in that. Okay, so those who plan to go abroad, please take it very seriously. Start working on your projects and publish it in internationally accredited and well indexed journal. So I will add more to it later. So even there is a research which tells that research scholars or those who do PhD or those who are actively involved in research works have greater well-being or having tolerance for obstacles, and all those non-cognitive skills also you will be getting on this process. Okay, so why you should do research? Yeah, research itself validates that. Research itself give value to it. It's not only just an academic endeavor, but it's also will help you for your non-cognitive things. So and also for wherever you go, whether it is personal or public or academic, research gonna help you. Okay, so I will brief my presentation on these three major area, so you can remember my lecture whenever you want. So you all will be aspirants for doing research. What is actually necessary to do a research? Three things I have compiled. These all things. These things are from my own idea only. I haven't copied from any sources. I just write it of my own. So I have been actively engaged in teaching and research for the last 5 years and almost guided 30 to 40 research projects, both quantitative and qualitative, and mixer also. And right now I'm doing my PhD in Christ University as a full-time scholar. Okay, so if you want to start a research project, whether it may be for your UG, PG, whether it for some publication or presentation, think in these terms. Three phases you have to go through. First, research in thinking. You have to start from your thought process. Next, research in action. And the third one and the final phase, research in writing. So this is where you should start. So just keep in mind these three phases that you have to. So as a beginner or as an advanced person in the career of research, these three things you can name it as whatever you want. I just titled it as research in thinking, research in action, and research in writing. So the first process, that is research in thinking. So where this actually have to start from? Yeah, where your thinking cap, it's actually should start from your thought process, your cognition, because research is something that you have to do alone. When you're doing your UG, your PG, or any other courses, rest all the subjects everyone is studying same: developmental psychology, cognitive psychology, general psychology. You all have the same syllabus. You all have the same question paper. You all have the same content, same notes, everything same. But when it comes to research, whether in terms of the syllabus requirement or in terms of publication or presentation, it's your own. And there you should have the authenticity to stand for your own. So you have to think from your own. So no one can actually give you some ready-made idea, give you some ready-made project into your hand and give it to your hand and okay, this is your project. Or this is what you have to do. No, no, no. If someone is doing that, it is unethical. It's that's not the right way. So think, start thinking. What I have actually am interested to research on. So whether you may be a beginner or advanced, this thinking phase is very important. Okay, so because for the beginners and for the advanced, I have set two separate domains because the phase one is very important. Why? Because almost 50% of the work is required for selecting a particular research topic. Selecting a particular research topic itself is 50% of the work. That is according to I actually see in that terms. Because when you start thinking, okay, should I do a research on mental health and well-being of the UG students? Should I compare South Indians and North Indians with regard to their resilience? Or you should like many topics may come to our mind. Or you may be a beginner, you may not know anything about research. What my advice or what my suggestion for the beginners, I know many have already registered for this program and I have my beginners UG students who are stepping their feet into the area of research. So to for them I would like to add this point: start thinking and start asking basic questions like a child. We know when the child will be on his third or second or third age, he or she will ask his mama or dada, why is this? Why is that happening like this? Who is that? They will ask many what, why, when, how questions. And I would suggest you for beginners, let the research idea comes from your curiosity. Let the research idea comes from within, not from outside. Titling a research project is not going to a library, taking many old research projects from the library. You may see many random variables happening there. You take all those, mix some variables. It's not a sambar to actually mix some variables from there and here and there and frame a title. This is what we usually do. Even I, when I was in UG, I did some rubbish stuff. So I know in UG and all, we might have no idea with regard to what to proceed with a project report. There is a syllabus requirement, that's all we know. So ask basic question, work on your curiosity, or you may have some interest on particular group. Like for example, you may have interest in for LGBT community. You may have interest in working community. You may have interest in the uh, orphans or the people affected by a particular illness. I know one of my student did research on survivors because both of her parents were cancer survivors. So she did a very wonderful research on that area. Or you may have some, or you can even look for some availability. You have some schools, or your parents might be teachers or corporate workers. So you can plan accordingly. 99% of the research work has to and will be from your personal subjectivity only. So for though all the beginners, I would suggest you think from your own heart. Let the research top comes from within. Ask some basic question. Sometimes it may feel very rubbish, or sometimes you may feel, oh, is this researchable or something like that. But question attitude, the attitude of skepticism is something, a basic quality of a researcher. So I would like to encourage you all, don't think like, oh, this is all done. Yeah, sometimes the idea that you may frame may be already done. That's the next question. We have other opportunity, we have other scope. So for all the beginners, I would like to suggest, based on availability, based on for, or there may be another idea. You may be interested in positive psychology, for example, or you may be interested in cognitive psychology. You may have some particular interest on resilience or grit or happiness or depression. Read on that area, try to find some area which research have not been yet done. So that is for the beginners. And for the advanced, for those who are looking for publication and presentation, that's what I have called for advanced. I know many of here are actually looking for publication and presentation. Actually, I have a group in which I mentor almost 20 plus students. I have a WhatsApp group, we work together for publication and presentation. I am updating all the journal call for, conference call for on in that group. So if you're willing, if anyone of you are willing to be in that group, please message me personally. For all those who are looking for publication and presentation, my genuine suggestion is that you don't have the privilege to be on your curiosities and to ask basic question and stuff like that. You have to stick on to what the journal call for, is what the journals are calling for, what the journals requirement. They have special issues. All the journals, you have to take a list of journal. I will give you where to search and all in the coming slides. But all those are looking for publication and presentation, please mark my words, please don't think from your own. Go to each journal database, go to their homepage. There will be what they require you to submit. Also the conference call, right now I think 3 or 4 journal conferences are coming in the next few months in different parts of India, international and national conferences, workshops, where you have the opportunity to present and even publish. So conference call, and there in that conference and journal, they have specially given themes for publication, for presentation, and sub themes. So you can work on those area. And also the other thing for the advanced researchers is that you can make sure you talk with experts. Make sure you make a community, either in LinkedIn or in any other, with WhatsApp or any other area. Talk with the experts, ask them whether these topics are relevant in the present scenario. And also look for collaboration. Don't try to work alone. This is something that all over the world we are witnessing. Everyone in this world is collaborating. You can collaborate with people in, or students in UK, students in New Zealand, or professors in different parts of the world. Everyone will be okay and will be very happy to work with you, because at the end of the day, you will a publication in your name, whether you may be a first author or second author, you are credited with a publication. So everyone in this world is actually interested for any sort of collaborations. And also the other thing is that in India and also abroad, there are many research projects, funding projects, like ICSSR projects are there, like many other research projects in with funding and without funding are there. Go and just review those projects. That's what I'm telling. Sometimes you may not get you may not able to apply for those projects, but see what all areas they are looking for. Sometimes a particular project will be called for in cognitive psychology, or a particular area within cognitive psychology, something like that. So you have to actually tune yourself, upskill yourself into what the journals and conference requirements, because you need a publication or a presentation. So this is for all the advanced, and also for beginners you can also note it down, because in if you check the special issue call for, they have detailedly given the research gap. You need to, you don't need to read and find out what's the research gap. The journal special issues and the journal call for, if they will specifically give you, okay, we need research in this area because research have not been conducted in this for or in a particular group or in a particular method, and all those details they will be provided. So so you may have some question, where can I find the journal call for and conference call for, and then I will help you further. Okay, so and this is the area for all the, okay, so what we were discussing, the research in thinking, you have to start thinking. The next phase is, not thinking is not just enough. Go for a preliminary review search. This is what very important. Go for a preliminary review search. Okay, you have an idea, okay, how do people, like why do people get angry, or many questions may come to your mind. Oh, why these people are showing this aggressive behavior? These are some basic questions. I know many research have already, theories have already developed upon this, but I'm not interested to quench your curiosity. I really want all of you to work on your curiosities. So for all the beginners, what you can have is, we usually, I know when I was in UG and all, even in PG, I used to go to Google and search. But I would suggest to you all not Google, because in Google you will have n number of research article, Wikipedia, and all those stuff which are not that authentic. So go to Google Scholar in specific. Google Scholar, create an account in Google Scholar. For those who are registering, I will show you, I will demonstrate how to create a Google Scholar account and all later, and you can even add alerts in it. Okay, for example, you are interested in grit as a variable, or you are interested in cancer survivors, or you are interested in, take any topic, mental health or depression. You can just create an account in Google Scholar, sign up for alerts. Google Scholar will give you the whole, like they will update you about any research in the whole world. Or for the beginners only, I'm suggesting Google Scholar. And also while searching, add PDF in the end, add PDF in the end, because otherwise many random articles from very well mind psychology, what about psychology, how psychology.com, and all those sites uh, will come friend in the search results. So always do look for research publications and empirical works which comes in the form of PDF. And also Shotganga is a reservoir of Indian PhDs. You can go to Shotganga, search in the Shotganga search. You will not get from Google. You have to specifically go to Shotganga, where you will get PhD thesis as full. Because for example, you are interested in happiness, happiness of people in India or something like that. But research in happiness or research in well-being have already been there for very long time in Indian context itself. But you don't know where to find it. The best way and the shortcut method is go to Shotganga. All the PhD research works on this area you can search, take and download the introduction chapter of it, or the review chapter of it, and read it. So you will get an idea about what all research have happened in India and abroad in the area of happiness. Or you can also, this is in Indian context, Shotganga is the best. In the Western context, you have electronic dissertations. So I will help you further how to find those dissertation. You can download that dissertation as full, or you can even search dissertation on happiness PDF. And I'm suggesting for the beginners only, because they don't know how to actually read or do a review, or how to write an introduction or something like that. So it's very good to, or it's very important to read some sample models. For that, you can also trust and also ask your senior batch research projects, something that will be on your library, something that your professors can give, what your seniors have done, because you will get an idea. Let me just show you the what this is the chapters of research project. This is only for the beginners. I know the seniors already know this introduction. These are the chapter sections in a research project. There will be introduction, there will be review of literature, research methods, result and discussion, summary and conclusion, references and appendices. This is the structure of a research project for those who are looking for your UG and PG submissions. This is not for a publication. This is for your UG and PG requirement. You have to submit a dissertation or a project. For that, these are the subjects. Sorry, these are the chapters, chapter heading. So we were discussing this. So take the previous sample model. You will from Shotganga, you can download the separate chapters as such introduction. You can download review. You can download method chapter. You can download read how they are framing. You will get a whole idea, and that will indeed help you. And all the electronic dissertations, e-dissertations, which is uploaded in many famous university websites. Okay, for the advanced, coming to the advanced, you don't have the privilege to go to Shotkanga or electronic dissertation or stuff like that, because for you are looking for presentation or publication. So don't go for Shotganga and dissertation, like, because they are termed as gray literature. What you need is empirical research article itself or journal article itself. For those who haven't know this, please mark my words. You can search in Google Scholar, but what you have to search is what I have given in this. Web of Science, Scopus are the famous indexing agencies, and they also have the databases. But you can only access Scopus and Web of Science from a university, using your university login and login ID and all, or make sure your university have access to these databases. Sometimes your university have access to Springer or Scopus or Wiley or Trailer and Francis. These are publishing groups. These are databases also where you can go and search. No, for all the advanced researchers who are looking for publication presentation, don't search in Google. Go specifically to these databases. Which are the databases? Like Google Scholar, you can use Sage publication. Okay, then JSTOR, Scopus, uh, LCVR, Science Direct. Uh, these are the publishing websites, and there are many other like Semantic Scholar, many other uh, databases also, through which you will get standard quality index journal. What I have emphasized Scopus and Web of Science is that these are the standard journal, because if you are planning to go abroad or you need international accreditation or standards, please don't refer to the local journals and the substandard journal that is getting published day by day. It's very easy to get published in a local Indian journal and all. And you know something? India is the top country, the highest country in which this predatory and journals are present. So be very careful while you select your research work, because you have to select and review and add to your review chapter only the quality journal, not the substandard journal which comes in all the paid one and all the what we can do, the cloned and the predatory journal. That is, I think in Kerala and all, almost everyone do publish in uh, those done, because we even I don't have the knowledge in that type, that these are actually predatory or these are actually not the standard journal. So that's why I'm referring the Scopus and Web of Science database, or the Sage or Taylor and Francis or Wiley. So Procust is something you will get dissertations and all Procust databases. So I will show you. So what you have to do, create account in all these websites. All these websites, create account. And for all the university students, you may have the Inflibinet account or the Enlist account. Usually no student will take that seriously. We will just go to Google and search. Please don't do it for the all the advanced researchers. I would suggest you, please don't search in Google. At least start from Google Scholar, or I would suggest go individually and start searching in Sage or Springer or LCVR or things like that. Emerald or Taylor and Francis. All these are databases, quality publication groups, which you you have to actually present or publish in future. And also do take an account in researchgate, register yourself using the ORCID ID and stuff like that. Okay, I will assist you in these things later. This, as this is a orientation class, I'm not going further into it. Also, the Mentally software is very useful right now. I'm using it. It's very useful. It's a free software. Download Mentally, start referencing and reviewing using Mentally. While you are downloading the PDF, you can create a folder in Mentally. You can start referencing and reviewing using the Mentally software. So these things I will help you and guide you in the coming sessions. So this is what thinking process. So in thinking, we have to do something, think and also review using these databases. Only go for quality, only read even quality publication. Okay, so next thing, having done with your topic, having done with your variables and everything, now it's time to action. Now we research in action, and now you should know how to collect data. For that, you should know the research methods and all. So this is will be something that we will be dealing with later in our webinar and workshops. For the UGPG project report, I would suggest you, as beginners, start with simple quantitative research method like correlation study. Using take two variable, do a correlation study, or take a two or three variable and do a survey research. Or for the qualitative, you can also like, don't think that qualitative is tough and all. Using interview or using content analysis or observational study, you can enroll yourself for qualitative research works. These two are the quantitative and the qualitative are the two broad methods which we commonly call as non-experimental methods. Experimental method is something that psychology guys, we do that, but not rigorously. So non-experimental methods such as quantitative and qualitative is what we usually employ. And for the beginners, I would suggest you get start reading what, like, I will also give you books and resources using your app about which all references you have to actually look and find idea in this. And for those who are looking for the advanced people, for the publication and presentation guys, I would suggest you don't just try to publish some basic works. I think it will get rejected from the journal. Start with mixed method or advanced quantitative like regression or path analysis or structure equational modeling, stuff like that. Mixed method, in mixed method we have three variant. I'm not going further into it right now. Review methods are there, edited chapters in books, book review, or the validation of psychological tests. These are some things that will be very viable for a publication. And I will also try, I will give you something extra add-on for those who are looking for publication and presentation. Right now, what we, for faster publication and acceptance in journal, try these methods. Don't try to go for an empirical method, collect data and do all those stuff, because already n number of research have already been done in all the so-called variables. This locus of control or mental health or well-being or depression or anxiety, all in every area, in all the samples, using different methods, research has been extremely great in all these variables. So what we can do, you can do a systematic review, in which what you will do, you will actually compile, synthesize and summarize the last 10 years, or you can just set a particular timeline. So systematic review is something that journals are looking for right now. Right now, personally, I am also working in a systematic review, and we have a free software called Ryan to, which will actually help in that process. Systematic review is actually easy, and it's not that it's easy. But journals are actually looking for systematic review right now, and the another review methods like meta-analysis, meta-synthesis, scoping review, bibliometric analysis. These are all not empirical works. Empirical means what? You don't need to go and collect data. You just need to sit in front of the laptop and you can publish papers using these methods. Conceptual papers, letters to the editor, critical paper, and all those things. Okay, I know many of you might not be that acquainted with these methods, but it's easy. Many free resources are there in YouTube. uh, there are books to do it. You can take my help. I'm ready to collaborate with any of you and to work in this area. Right now I'm doing some systematic review and also looking for conceptual paper, letters to editor and stuff like that. Meta-analysis means a quantitative analysis of all the quantitative research happened in the past 10 years, for example. Or metasynthesis is the um metasynthesis is the synthesis or the systematic review for qualitative research. So that is metasynthesis. So what you have to do basically, I will give you a simple idea. Okay, you just take a particular topic like well-being um, among those who are uh, diagnosed with cancer or something like that. There may be n number of research already happened in that area. Take all those research works, and there is a systematic method to how to search. You have to frame your search strings. You should be very transparent in how you searched, which all databases you employed, how, what all results you got, everything that you have to present. And you will synthesize those journal findings and will write your own. You can either write a critical paper, or you can just summarize and synthesize and find new scope for further research in that area. So these are something that I would really suggest for all those who are looking for publication and presentation uh, in the right in the current time. Systematic review, meta-analysis, meta-synthesis, and all those. Scoping review is something like, I need to explain all those, I know, but as we don't have much time, I'm going faster. Okay, so that's something that research in action you can emphasize on. For the beginners, try to understand what is a quantitative, what is a qualitative. I will explain all those things in our coming webinars. And for the advanced, focus on methods like this. And also you can have an attempt of a book chapter. Many websites are there, many agencies are actually publishing books. You can actually write a chapter on a particular subsection of that topic. For example, IGI Global is something, if you go to that site, many book chapter call fors are provided in that website. There will be titles and there will be subsections. You can actually frame a synopsis. You can send it to them. They may accept or they may reject, but try, attempt, and see how you can work in this publication area. Okay, let me go on. And the last process is research writing. Yeah. So here comes the another important and another tough part. Yeah, we framed an idea, we collected data, or we collected many research article in that area, and now comes the last part, that is writing. I know we find very hard to write things because we are not that trained to write from our little age onwards. We are more trained to copy paste. Uh, so knowing how to make into words in a prescribed format, this is what you have to learn, understand, and practice in this phase. So we were just telling about the three phases that you have to go through for producing a particular research work. Phase one was think, research in thinking phase. Research in action was phase two, in which you collect data, you analyze data, and the last step is you have to make it in the form of a report. For all the UG, PG project students, what you have to first make sure is that you should follow the university prescribed format. It may be provided in your syllabus. Sometimes they may be told that based on the APA format, or each university may have some pattern. So you will get it from your seniors, or go to the library. You will have many previous works there, and you have to exactly follow that pattern. One thing that we all do is we just copy paste, because while we even I have done it when I was doing my UG and all. But when we advance in the career and when we know new knowledge, what we understand is that please withdraw yourself from those attempts. Just copying and pasting everything from others article and writing it as if it's your own, because it's called plagiarism. And the actual word meaning of plagiarism is kidnapping. You're actually stealing others idea. You're actually stealing without acknowledging. I know for us, for the submission in UG and PG and all, no one will be going to know about what you have done, or from where, from which source you have taken all those. You may search in the Google, you may find some very good words, very good article. You just happily copy paste and submit. But the problem is that for your career in psychology, right now in India and also in outside, there is something called COP, that is something called COP, COPE, in which the publication ethics has to be committee of our publication and research ethics are there. In India, UGC careless have been came. UGC have been extremely vigilant in those things, because you have to be aware of a fact that in your front page of your research project, you are taking an undertaking that this work is authentic work. I have done it, I have written it, and all. So please don't copy paste. What you can do, yeah, we know that research is not just your own. As we discussed earlier, your chapter 1 introduction is actually, or the your chapter 2 review of literature is all a summarizing and synthesizing of the previous research. It's not your own words, but while writing all those things, do acknowledge, do credit to those who have written them, or those who have done it. That is the issue. So for all the UG and PG students who are hearing me, please mark my words. You can take anything from anywhere. The only thing is that you have to give reference, you have to give citation. Without citation, if you copy paste something from another article, that will be stealing, that will be plagiarized, that will give plagiarism check. If you check plagiarism, uh, it will be noted there. So what you have to do, you have to paraphrase others works in your own words. Let it be simple English. It's not an issue. That was something that I thought for writing research you need high funda words. No, you can write in very simple English. That's enough. Try attempting. Now each day even I am attempting to write something daily so as to increase my writing skills. So do write of your own. When you refer to other works, you can take it, but while you're taking it, also do take the corresponding reference. For that, that's why I told you, for that, this Mendeley, see this Mendeley is something, a free reference software. It's very easy to use. You can actually add on into your Microsoft Word, and you can easily refer and cite people. You can actually inside the Mendeley, in the coming session I will show you practically how to take an account and how to work out with Mendeley. So in Mendeley, you can create folder. For example, you are writing a particular article in well-being, and you have downloaded 10 or 15 or 20 works. Download and store all those inside the Mendeley database. You can create folders. Even if you are working with someone else, you can actually collaborate. You can share the folder so that in their Mendeley account, they can also see these works. The reason is that API referencing is something that you have to follow in all your uh, research works. That is the last final chapter. So actually, computer or mechanic will give you all those citation if you utilize this Mendeley software. No need to take each work, write it in your own, and get that. That's really frustrating work. So if you start using Mendeley right from your phase one, when you download, create a folder, let all your work be inside that folder. While writing in Microsoft Word, you can just add the citation. That's it. Automatically, with one press, all the references that you have used will come below the word itself. That's the advantage of Mendeley. You don't need to go and search for each reference. You don't need to copy paste into. That was what I have do in my UG and all. I will copy paste into a particular word, and later I will take each one, correct it, will check whether it is based on AP and all, and will do all this donkey work. So no need to do that. Softwares are there. Actually, many research software are there. For the UG guys, I want to tell. For the advanced, for those who are looking for publication presentation, I would suggest you many writing tools are there. Actually, Grammarly is something that you can use, or Quillbot is something that you can use for paraphrasing. Mendeley, you have to use it mentally, and plagiarism check. Even Grammarly can give you mild plagiarism check, but you actually need Turnitin or Urkunt to actually check your plagiarism, because when you send it for publication, you actually attach the publication or the plagiarism check certificate. There is a particular limit, 5%, 7%, and all. So for that, I think you have to approach your librarian or someone, and to get the plagiarism report. And also for those who are looking for publication presentation in you have to specifically adopt the journal specific templates. Each journal, for example, in Taylor and Francis, they have given a particular template. Download that template, work in that template in order to write in their prescribed format, not in our own format. Each journal, each publishing group have their own templates. I know it's a bit difficult. So some even in some journal, they might not be following APA, but Mendeley will help you. Even if it is in any other like Harvard referencing style or something, just click in Mendeley, You will get all your references in the APA 6th or 7th or the Harvard or MLA or any referencing format that you need. So journal, so be aware of, because after you have completed your work, after you have completed your manuscript, there is something called manuscript central in each journals, in each publication journals. You have to go to it, create an account, inside the these inside these publishing groups, and you have to upload each chapters referencing separate folder, separate word article, tables and figures separate. So there is a process of uploading all those. So start practicing and all those, start attempting. That's what we have to tell. And don't think that you are alone. Try to collaborate with everyone. For all those who are looking for publication, what you can do is go to each journal websites, create an account in it, and check for alerts, so that the next time the journal is issuing a particular journal call for or a special issue, you will get the mail in your inbox. Also create a list of targeted journal. For example, you are a person who works right from your UG in the area of well-being or in the area of resilience or grit or something like that. So try to find out all the journals which may publish your work in future. From where you will get it? From a reference, you will know journal of personality or journal of social science or journal of some psychological studies. There are thousands of quality journals from India, and sorry, from India it's very few journals. Only psychological studies is something that is very good, even that is a Q4 journal. And in order to if you want a list of quality journal, go to this UGC care list is something that we follow in India. But there is some issue with the UGC care list, that each year they will update the list, and there is a chance that some may get deleted or omitted from this list. So UGC care list or Scopus list or Web of Science list, they will update and they will give you a list of journal in all the subjects in the world. And there is a categorization also: Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 in Scopus. In Web of Science, it's called SSCI, ESSCI, and things like that. And UGC care list also, you can download it. It's in a particular site, in a particular website. If you just search it, you will find the UGC care list journal, particularly from the Indian context. So only do publish your work in these journals only, because there are n number of predatory, n number of not n number, thousands and 10,000 and 20,000 false journal which will only steal your money is there in India. And I know many of my friends have already like, the problem is that they will publish within 2 or 3 days. If someone is promising you such, with some coming with such promises, be on alert. It will be a false or a predatory journal, because in to publish in a Scopus or Web of Science list, at least you will take 6 months to 1 year. There may be a tough, a rigorous review process. They will send you back with correction. You have to correct all those, send it back to them, and all those process will happen. So I know many are starting your publishing career, many are starting or pitching yourself into the research in psychology, and these are the main timeline that you have to set for yourself. There is a phase for topic selection, there is a phase to literature review, there is a phase for data collection, data analysis, and the final report writing. Set a timeline for you all. So while registering for the RIP, we will set a timeline for you. Each month we will work on this particular area for topic selection, for creating accounts, for using mentally, for using analysis software. Everything we will assist you. We will show you how to do it and all, and also for writing, for the report checking and all, we will assist you. I know this is a process, but this process is worth. This process will make you a quality person in the field of psychology. This process, that the presentation or the publication of a uh, research, will definitely add value to your CV. There are many things to learn. I know I have only given a overall idea about how to proceed with, how to, as the title goes, how to plan and how to pursue. Yeah, that's it. The time is up. It's 8 p.m. There is a possibility for you to ask me doubts, uh, and we will have a Q&A session. You can ask either by opening your mic or by um, in the chat box. So these were the three things that we discussed today, and this video will be uploaded in YouTube and also in Krakuti's app. Research in thinking, research in action, and research in writing. These are the three broad area that I termed just for making you understand it. It all start from your thinking apparatus. Start on a topic, do do some preliminary reviewing, collect data, or whether you are looking for all these uh, review methods for publication, it will be good. Get used with and get acquainted with all the research related softwares, collaborate, um and have a great career in the research in psychology. And I don't want to explain what are the benefits of doing a research and all. It's a part of your um, what your syllabus or your career requirement or something like that. For right now, these are the coming webinars for those who have joined later. These are the coming webinars and workshops that we are going to do. So be in our CW registration group. We will update more about it. You can download the Krakuti's app, and for all the UG students, we are actually providing them a research assistance program. The fee for the UG students is just 1,500. For all those who are interested in for this research assistance program, once again I'm repeating, it's a assistance program. We will not give you ready-made projects. It's an assistance program. So 1,500 only is the fee for the UG students, and for PG, or for those who are looking for higher publication or stuff like that, do message me personally. We'll work out. We'll let you know how the requirement is and all. Because right now we are looking and trying to help the UG guys. If the need is coming, then we will plan accordingly. If you're interested, do message me personally. We will help you, and we will also will have these workshops later. For that, you have to register uh, for this research assistance program. I know this is a mixed crowd. Sometimes um, some things will be repetition for you for the beginners. Sometimes you may feel it is high funda. Don't worry, we will explain all those things in our coming webinars. So thank you. So right now it's a time for Q&A. You can ask me uh, doubts regarding something that if I can answer in the prescribed time, I will try to. Anyway, I'm interested to work with you all. If you're looking for collaboration, do message me. If you're independent researchers, we can work together. There is no monetary benefit for it. It's only for the pursuit of knowledge. We can work together. We can share the authorship, and we can work together in any area. That's a different thing. In that terms, we'll not be assisting you. We'll be working together. So those who are for the already the senior researchers, I think some of you might be here. For those who are willing to collaborate with me, you can message me personally, and that will be only uh, for publication. We will be only looking for publication. Those who want to learn the stuff, you can opt for the research assistance program. So that's it from my part. Thank you for attending our webinar. And right now you can ask doubts. We will I will clear if we have the time right now, or we will deal it in the coming live sessions and all. And Krakut is also giving coaching for NET JRF, for SET, for GATE, for PG entrance. So any teachers or students who are interested, or just share our posters with your students and friends and psychology groups. We will be much delighted and grateful to you. We have a track record of almost 4+ years in the area of coaching and assisting students, and all our success stories are updated in our social media pages. You can go to our Krakuti's Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn pages. We have updated things there. Okay, any questions for you to ask? You can. Yeah, about regarding the course, this RAP, Research Assistant Program, will actually happen every Saturday, every last Saturday of every month. The next RAP session, that is session 2, will be on the October last Saturday. I have already given the structure to my students who have already registered. In that, we will have these workshop related classes. We will work out together. We will discuss together. So the timing will be the same, 7 to 9 on Saturdays, every last Saturday, 7 to 9 p.m. through Google Meet. So, and the fees is 1,500 for the UG students. So any other questions you can ask in your chat session, or you can ask directly. Thank you for joining in for our session. We are so grateful, and we are. You can message me directly or the CW admins for much for further details regarding the programs that we offer. Okay, thank you for your. Okay, thank you for your nice words. Please do suggest our program to your friends, psychology groups, or someone who are interested in this area.